want to talk to you about a realisation and recovery curriculum that I think is absolutely crucial at this moment in time. Some facts for you, some serious facts, are that there have been reported some serious psychological problems throughout the pandemic, and that childhood depression was already increasing before we went into lockdown, and the anxiety of a virus globally presented itself. And that's been proven that it's quite serious. So lockdown anxiety is real, and you may not have experienced that if you've been in school every day. I've experienced it as an adult. Quite a few of my friends have. I know the young children across the road from me have, and I know of a young child who presents really well, and probably the school thinks they've got it all covered, but who's actually underneath beginning to cry in her sleep. And yet throughout the day she looks fine. And sometimes that's because we don't always have that cognition, or we're not able to make sense of how we feel when we're still learning and developing as young children. And so let's be bold about well-being. It's got to be part of our core curriculum. It really has. And if you think you've got it all covered, well done. Share it with other schools. Check in. You've got a free check-in with me anytime you like. But don't be dismissive of it, because this you hold the future lives of those children in your hands, and you're so good at it. You're the first responders. You're learning on the hoof. I know there's no time, but there's no time to spare anymore. And you know children as well as any parent. There are 3 Ds of vulnerability Professor Barry Carpenter talks about. And you've probably got them in your school. Deprivation, that's going to be global, isn't it? That's traumatic, how that's going to impact us in the future. And if we don't have that ability to bounce back and to be resilient, if we don't know where to look for help, if children don't know what to do, and there are times when I don't know what to do as an adult, even with all my psychological training and counselling. So in that got it all covered story where the child presents as being okay, how do you know? What do you do in your school to find out? How do you know if they're experiencing grief and loss but can't articulate it? You're so skillful as teachers. You are that child's greatest potential. The way you're calm, the way you heal through your words and your kindness, the way you value children is so crucial at this point in time. If they make a mistake, value it. Treat it as a learning point. If they misbehave, be kind. Model kindness, value each other, be that around your school. You've really got to emphasise it. Those interactions have got to be so simple and clear and kind, because with anxiety, cortisol is blocking the brain and children can't learn. So you need to be that therapist. Mental health and well-being is that overriding importance. I can't say that enough. The vitality of your children is here in your hand. There's no time to check in on your abilities and skills. Use me. I'll be your walk around Google. But take charge of your curriculum and be bold, because trauma falls like snow, silently, melting, changing the makeup of children without them even realising it. We've absolutely got to find daily space in our curriculum for well-being. I've got a toolkit. I've got lots to share. Please just ask. Wishing you all the best. with that realisation of that recovery.